Yeah, I could kind of concur with your feelings on that one. I didn't realise you tried it out, man. But it's Marvel Heroes, by the way, just so people know what we're talking about. We're like talking in secret language about this game that we've been playing. It's like we've both played this game. Don't actually tell anybody what it is. Yeah, it's Marvel, so like, how could I not try it out? You know, and it's like it's an action RPG, so it's kind of like Diablo, but it's an MMO too. And yeah, I just came away from it. Firstly, feeling that the free-to-play model is just wrong. They haven't got it right at all, which is something that I've complained about quite a few games before. And I feel it's a real like fine balance to get free-to-play right. You can get it terribly, terribly wrong. And I think Marvel Heroes has kind of done that to a certain extent. Like all the heroes you get at the beginning are like, I think two of them I hadn't even heard of before, and I know a fair bit about Marvel comics. Do you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't consider myself a complete comic book like nerd who knows everything, but I've had a fair few comics in my lifetime, you know, and Marvel's always been my favourite. And yeah, that was just kind of silly. I thought they should give you at least someone good to start with, considering how expensive it is to just buy one. Like I think it's like more than £10 or something. I think it's like £9.99. It's pretty expensive. So that was just silly. But aside from all that stuff, I just felt the game just felt really, really average. Like people had just made kind of like a Diablo clone, but sort of missed out all the little things that make that type of game so good.
Yeah.
If you see what I mean, there's so many little things in action RPGs that make, because I mean it's fairly basic. You go around clicking on people basically in that type of gameplay, but it's all the extra stuff and all the little things that really make those games worth playing. And this just doesn't have those for me. It just feels really average. It feels like it had huge potential, but it's just not there. That's how I felt anyway. Did you agree, Dan? Is that the kind of...
Yeah, it didn't have enough to keep me wanting to play. I didn't bother looking at the price of any of it when I tried it in the... actually, it was in the closed beta when I tried it. And it was just so-so. You know, I was like, I've seen all this before. I've seen it done better.
Exactly.
There wasn't really anything to really grab my attention, regardless of who I was playing it.
Yeah, exactly. That was the thing. Like, just skinning it with Marvel characters isn't enough. Like,
no, it felt like you were just tiptoeing around the massive, fantastic world of Marvel, and not getting wet. It was horrible. Just it promises so much and delivers so little.
the little like cartoon video type things were pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Like that. That's something that Marvel is obviously going to be able to do right.
Now I don't know if it was just because of how when I was testing it, but it seemed like the big boss encounters that everyone would take on the whole map would take on at the same time seemed like they were cycling around way too quickly.
Yeah, yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah. I don't know if that's changed or not, but it seemed like every half hour the same guy we just killed was back again, doing exactly the same thing and going down just as quick.
Yeah, exactly, man. It felt like they had kind of the rest of the game felt so average and repetitive that it seems like they had to keep putting these little boss battles in just to try and change it up and to try and kind of make it interesting. But it doesn't, because they lose their value completely. Because a boss battle like that, when you're fighting against some like really popular villain from the Marvel universe, like it should be a pretty significant thing. But you just keep coming across them and you just keep killing them. And I was playing it on my own, and I just kept killing them on my own. Like it was just silly. Like it's just really a bad. It's not. I don't know about. I wouldn't say bad, but it's just really, really, really mediocre.
Yeah, I mean, if you're really into it, the Marvel stuff, you might want to give it a try. You probably have already, though.
Really into it.
But yeah, you've got to be
really into it.
Yeah, completely obsessed. And then you'll probably get annoyed that they've done stuff wrong.
No.
Probably.
Spider-Man's not that tall.
People that
It wouldn't surprise
play
me if they've even gotten such basic things as that wrong.
Yeah.
Man. The reason I haven't picked it up, and this is a stupid and a cosmetic reason to not play it, but apart from all the things I've heard that you guys have been saying, is that I hear that a lot of the loot isn't visible because
Yeah,
they
it's
kind
not.
of have
No.
to retain, right? They have to retain Spider-Man's outfit or Iron Man's armor. You can't put Iron Man in a dress like you would in like a Guild Wars, or like do crazy things with their a cosmetic appearance. And to me, why pick up loot if you can't show it off? And that's
Yeah.
to me the basic reason I would play a game like that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So I mean, obviously, in like Diablo or something, if you get a new pair of boots, they just appear on your character when you equip them. But with this, it just really doesn't at all, and it's because they're trying to sell costume packs. So you can get equipment which changes your stats, but if you want to change the appearance, you have to buy like a new costume for your character,
That sucks.
and it's too expensive when you go to try and buy one again.
Yeah, that sucks, man. Well, speaking of